The wooden doors of courtroom 3C in the city courthouse swung open to reveal a packed room. Today's session had garnered unusual attention, not just because of the case itself, but due to the unusual courtroom drama unfolding between the presiding judge, Eleanor Whitman, and the defendant's legal counsel, Marcus Bennett. Marcus, a distinguished black man in his early 40s, was known in legal circles as a brilliant professor of constitutional law at Eastwood University, the very alma mater of Judge Whitman. He held multiple degrees, including a doctorate from Yale Law School, and had spent years mentoring young lawyers and publishing seminal works on civil rights. Yet today he stood before Judge Whitman, facing repeated dismissals of his motions. "Objection!" Marcus said firmly, pushing back after the judge struck down a crucial motion aimed at suppressing illegally obtained evidence. The courtroom murmured. Judge Whitman, a woman in her late 50s with silver-streaked hair pulled into a tight bun, responded with a measured but unmistakable tone. "Counselor Bennett, the court has reviewed your submissions. The evidence stands as admissible." Marcus's jaw tightened, but he nodded respectfully. It was a professional contest, yet something beneath the surface hinted at more than just legal disagreement. Whispers circulated during breaks. Was this a clash of two strong wills, or was there an underlying tension born from their shared history? The story behind their encounter was complex. Years ago, Eleanor Whitman had graduated top of her class from Eastwood University's law school, a privilege and accomplishment she had fiercely earned. But the law faculty at the time was small, and Marcus Bennett had just joined as a junior lecturer. He had admired Whitman's sharp intellect and even hoped to collaborate with her one day. Their professional paths diverged, however, when Whitman accepted a judicial appointment while Marcus continued in academia, championing progressive legal thought and civil rights. Today, Marcus was representing a client accused of a controversial crime tied to police misconduct, a case that challenged the status quo and tested the limits of judicial discretion. His motions were grounded in sound legal principles but pushed aggressively against entrenched procedures. Judge Whitman, while respected, was known for her strict adherence to courtroom decorum and precedent, sometimes viewed as less sympathetic to progressive legal arguments. As the trial progressed, the courtroom drama intensified. Marcus submitted motion after motion, meticulously citing case law and constitutional amendments. Each time, Judge Whitman dismissed them with a polite but firm wave of her hand. "Your motions are noted, counselor," she said one afternoon, "but the court finds no basis to alter its previous rulings." Despite the tension, Marcus never lost his composure. Outside the courtroom, colleagues and students whispered about the historic nature of the duel, two legal giants from the same institution, locked in a battle that reflected broader debates in the justice system. During a rare moment when the courtroom was empty, Marcus lingered near the bench. Judge Whitman looked up, eyes meeting his. "You've grown into a formidable lawyer, Marcus," she said quietly, "though I don't always agree with your approach." He smiled slightly. "And you've always been the gatekeeper of this court, Eleanor. But remember, our roles are different, yet we share a common goal: justice." Their exchange, brief but loaded with mutual respect, hinted at an unspoken understanding. In the end, while the court's rulings largely favored the prosecution, Marcus's arguments sparked conversations beyond the courthouse walls. His students and colleagues praised his courage to stand firm against authority, even when that authority was a former professor and now a judge. The case became a case study in law schools nationwide, not just for its legal merits, but for the complex dynamics of mentorship, rivalry, and respect that played out inside the courtroom. Marcus continued teaching, inspiring a new generation to challenge assumptions and pursue justice, while Judge Whitman carried out her duties with her trademark rigor. And though the courtroom had been their battleground, their shared history and commitment to the law remained unbroken, proof that even in conflict there can be connection.